A very good morning to all of you, and I want to say thank you to those of you who are here. We determined that we wanted to be able to report not just on this last trip, but the last 2-3 weeks have been brutal for us in and out. We've spent half the week here, half the week out in each instance, and that would have started, as you would recall, large part of it because of our reform of our corporation taxes and the need for us to be able to engage directly with those who pay taxes and in many instances have been domiciled in Barbados for decades. But because of the changes in the global international tax system that will have consequences for us because of the large relationship, particularly with Canada, but also with UK and Europe, we made changes, as you know, 2 weeks ago. It necessitated us at the before and after the CARICOM Canada Summit with Prime Minister Trudeau and members of the Caribbean community that we also took the opportunity to meet with a number of those companies. As I indicated, the responses have been reasonably favorable where people believe that they will work with us and stay with us. But this is like having a shop and people coming in the shop and you're not minding who coming in and not treating to them properly. You need to tend to the shop and tend to the customers. And hence, we have to go to where the people are. 2/3 of our corporate taxpayers are, in fact, 3/4 of our corporate taxpayers are, in fact, not from Barbados originally. And it therefore has given us the ability to be able to ease the burden on Bajans with respect to land tax, with respect to income tax, with respect to ensuring they can have benefits to reverse tax credit because it's across a wider range of persons. Once we made the announcements, I had indicated to you that we would have to meet with the OECD, which we did last week. We met with the Director General and laid out what we are doing, recognizing that in some instances there is still likelihood that interpretation can cause issues, and therefore we felt that we needed to explain the rationale for everything that we're doing and to address in granular detail some of the things that would otherwise come back to haunt us. We also then took the opportunity to address the ambassadors, all of the ambassadors of the OECD Council, and as you know, there are a range of matters that are hobbling us as small states in terms of fiscal policy and in terms of general policy space. Many of them related to the climate crisis, which we now know is real, and our ability to be able to access funding, but at rates that make sense. And then in some instances, as Ralph would tell you, we are carrying debt for things that we didn't do, but it is a battle that we have to keep fighting. But it is a double jeopardy. Because, as I've said over and over, it is our blood, sweat, and tears that built the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution has caused the climate crisis, and we are now the ones asked to pay the price on the front line. And getting people to change their perspective doesn't happen because we say it should happen. It comes through engagement, and it comes through being able to persuade people as to the correctness of what we are arguing. And we have seen some successes, as you know, with the Bridgetown Initiative and with the debt clauses being accepted now, although they're still trying to make it future rather than for existing debt. And that is not going to help countries in the way that it should. Grenada, St. Kitts, Barbados all have these clauses.